What is now a dramatic rupture with Washington, French President Emmanuel Macron has distanced France from the explosive US airstrikes on Iranian nuclear sites. Macron sounded the alarm, warning the attacks could unleash an uncontrolled spiral toward a full-blown regional war, a path France categorically rejects. At an emergency security huddle in Paris on Sunday, Macron condemned the strikes as a dangerous tipping point, warning that the region now stands on the edge of catastrophe. Declaring that France had no hand in planning or executing the US operation, Macron called for an immediate and total halt to hostilities and made it clear diplomacy, not war, is the only way forward.
Last night's American strikes open a new phase, which obviously requires vigilance and decisive action on our part.
While US President Donald Trump is throwing his weight behind Israel's military offensive and actively considering more American strikes to deny Iran a nuclear weapon, Macron is charting a starkly different course, one of containment, diplomacy, and urgent de-escalation.
Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not, future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier.
At the United Nations Security Council, France made its stance unmistakably clear. In a direct rebuke to Washington, France's envoy confirmed that Paris neither planned nor participated in the US strikes. France called for an immediate cessation of hostilities, warning that the widening conflict threatens not just the Middle East, but also Europe's own security. As Trump's threats ripple through the region, Macron is racing against time. Over the weekend, he urgently called Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian and top leaders in Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Oman, and Qatar. Macron reportedly issued a grave warning. If the conflict widens, Europe's security could collapse under the fallout. In a direct appeal to Tehran, Macron urged Iran to exercise restraint and swiftly resume cooperation with the International Atomic Energy Agency. Backing IAEA Chief Rafael Grossi's assessment that no radiation leaks were detected, Macron nonetheless pointed to Iran's deepening secrecy as a red flag.
The resumption of diplomatic and technical discussions is the only way to achieve the goals we all seek, which are that Iran cannot acquire nuclear weapons and also that there is no uncontrolled escalation in the region.
Macron's push echoes France's historic stance as part of the E3, alongside Germany and the UK, supporting the revival of the 2015 nuclear deal. Last week, French Foreign Minister Jean-Noël Barrot met his Iranian counterpart in Geneva, a meeting Macron confirmed as part of a coordinated bid to defuse the crisis. His defiant stance comes as reports swirl that President Trump is now considering decapitation, strikes targeting Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei. Macron did not mention Trump by name, but left no doubt. Such talk only pours fuel on an already raging fire.